I am Dracula. I bid you welcome.
It's alive!
Listen to them. Children of the night. What music they make.
Google gobble, Google gobble.
We belong dead.
Have a potato.
Welcome to this episode of The Good, the Bad and the Universal with your host Mark and Sam. Today we'll be covering 1974's Young Frankenstein. Hi Sam.
Hey.
Well, this isn't really a Universal film, I don't think, but it's obviously paying homage to the Universal Frankenstein series. In particular, probably the first three.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm just trying to think. Was it Igor came into it in 3, didn't it? In Son of Frankenstein. He was also in Ghost of Frankenstein. So it's very reminiscent of Son of Frankenstein in particular to me.
Yeah.
What did you think of the film?
I think it was pretty good. It was still really funny, wasn't
A
it?
damn fine comedy. But now you've seen the Universals, you can kind of see
it's a bit
how
funnier.
strongly it was influenced by those and how affectionate. It's a really good homage to those, I think. It really does fit.
Yeah. Like I now get the whole thing of the policeman with the wooden arm.
Yes, absolutely. I
example.
mean, the funny thing is, there's bits in Son of Frankenstein that could have been put into this film as a comedy element and would have worked. There's bits where in that film he actually sticks darts in his arm while he's fighting and stuff like that. But this was a lot of fun. Made with, I mean, you don't see Marty Feldman in much. He was more of a TV comedian. There is a few other films with him in which are just not very good at all. But he just was at his absolute peak in this film.
Yeah.
His delivery, his mannerisms, everything's just fits perfectly. And I wonder how much of it was his ad libs and how much was actually in the script. But whichever it was brilliantly executed.
Yeah.
In many ways, Igor is one of the main characters in this. I mean, Mel Brooks also chose to shoot it in black and white, to make it look
to evoke
very,
the old ones.
Yes, and he does a really good job. And it also, that carries through in the music, the titles.
Yeah, it's all like
way,
it sounds like it's part of a ballet or something like that.
Yes, it's a really some fine music that would fit well in well with the 30s films. And also even things like the cuts between scenes, the scene transitions remind you of the 30s too. So he really went to town. Written by Mel Brooks and Gene Wilder, though I suspect Gene Wilder had a little more hand in it than Mel Brooks. Other Mel Brooks films don't don't have the class of this kind of film. Yeah,
they're a bit goofier than this. Like there's like Spaceballs or
Blazing Saddles or something like that.
They just go completely off the rails at some points. This sort of keeps. It doesn't they don't break out of the film and start charging around some Monday street.
Yeah, they don't break the fourth wall so much. Actually, there is one a few times the monster looks at screen, and sort of kind of like that. And he look also when the little girl says, "What should we throw in the water?" And he looks at there's a bit of that. It's well considered. This film, well considered. It says here it ranks 28 in Total Films magazine readers of the list of the 50 greatest comedy films of all time, which is a good. I mean, would you put it in your top 10, top 5?
Yeah, probably.
There are times I do consider this my favourite comedy. That's how highly I consider this film. It's not got the frequency of laughs that other comedy, like say Airplane or even Blazing Saddles has, but the quality of the laughs are really, it's just really well put together. Gene Wilder is great in this. In a few films, Gene Wilder is just brilliant. I'd say in this, I like him in Blazing Saddles, though he isn't like the main actor. I like him in The Producers. I like him in Willy Wonka. I think he's a great Willy Wonka. And in this, it really comes down. And his makeup, I said to you at the time, his makeup kind of reminds me of an old silent star called Harry Langdon. And do you remember I googled a picture to show you him? Did you think that was a reasonable match?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, I mean, he's got like mascara on, so his eyelashes are pronounced, and their faces are quite white, aren't they, and stuff like that. He's also, it's kind of funny how he denies his own family, doesn't he? Call himself Frankenstein and all this. All the actors in this are good. I mean, I particularly like Igor, but Terry Garr as what's her name? I've forgotten her name. Inga. And Madeline Kahn as Elizabeth's fiance. She's good.
Yeah.
Cloris Leachman as Frau Blucher. And Peter Boyle was the monster too. This film does contain, for the longest time, my favourite movie one-liner was from the Pink Panther, which is, does your dog bite? All that business. Yeah. But there's a scene in this which tops that, which is where they're in the graveyard digging up the bodies. The body. And he said, what a filthy, disgusting job this is. Could be worse. Could be raining, and it's like that.
It's just us absolutely bucketing down.
And I do reckon
this big grin on his face.
Yeah, there are definitely some bits in this which evoke that scene in particular evokes Lauren Hardy to me. Mm-hmm. There are other scenes which evoke the Three Stooges. Where Igor's attacking the fox fur, for example. Yeah. There's other sections. He even does a Groucho Marx quote directly. Not a quote, but he's doing it in the voice of Groucho Marx. He says, help me with the bags. He says, you take the blonde and I'll
have the one with the turban.
Yeah, and there's also a bit of wordplay, which is a bit like Abbott and Costello. Mm-hmm. So they're evoking old-fashioned comedy in this as well.
It's the famous walk this way.
Yeah, walk this way. Werewolf, which could be from an Abbott and Costello film. Yeah, all that sort of stuff. There's just some wonderful scenes in this. It's kind of hard to talk about without just doing the funny bits, which we've kind of already been doing. But the stuff with the little girl, the stuff with the blind helmet,
all the stuff with the monster, really.
All the stuff with the monster. Putting on the Ritz is just spectacularly weird. Yeah. It still gets me to this day. I remember the first time I saw it, I thought, what the hell? In fact, I think the first clip I ever saw of this film was that, and it was like, what's that? What's this film about? What's going on? Mm-hmm. There's also some jokes in here you just could. I don't think you could put in a comedy these days. You might be able to just. I guess the Anchorman kind of films, which is when Elizabeth. I know. I've got to be out by 10 and he undoes his flies. He goes, oh my god, all that.
And then she starts opera singing.
It's opera singing, yeah. It's very funny.
So we recommend this film.
Yes, we like this film. It really works in the Universal canon as well. You could definitely fit it in there.
Yeah. It's not any weirder than the proper films, though. So.
I mean, the proper films, there is a quote. There is a line where someone says, how's young Frankenstein? I think it's in the very first film as well. How's young Frankenstein? But there's also other references to the Universal films. Well, other Frankenstein films. For example, Elizabeth's hair looks like the Bride of Frankenstein at one point. She even hisses like the Bride of Frankenstein, doesn't she? I really think Cloris Leachman's really good as Frau Blucher. There's a scene in it which really shouldn't be that funny, where she's just asking him whether he wants like a nightcap, and he's going, no.
No, she's asking him if he wants various drinks, and she's like, do you want some brandy before you go to bed? No. Some more milk?
Yeah.
No.
And she pulls a pained face whenever he says no, doesn't she?
She walks out of the room and goes, Ovaltine.
Yeah. Nothing. I think this is a really fine comedy. I think when it came out, it was in this country, it was what's called a AA, which means you have to be 14 or above. But I think it's a PG now. because it's kind of quite tame.
Yeah, I mean, aside from the monster,
the Schwanstucker jokes. And
yeah,
all this, but there's I also want to say the lab equipment's apparently from the original film.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah, and I could recognise certain bits of it. Certainly, there's a big round thing that
it seems to be in every single.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, it says here. I was just reading this. It says here the whole scene with the milk was improvised by Cloris Leachman, but it's a great piece of comedy.
Yeah.
I also like the fact Igor's hump keeps moving.
Yeah, they call attention to it, but then just like leave it. It's like
They just
"Isn't
don't
that
even
on the
bother."
other. No, never mind. He's like done with the joke.
Occasionally he hits Igor on the hump and it makes a dull
Echoes.
thud like it's wood. That's kind of funny.
Yeah. Apparently that was a joke Marty Feldman kept playing on people. He just like switched the hump between takes. And he just
a bit
walked back in.
I bet Mel Brooks just didn't bother after that. I think actually Marty Feldman was in another Mel Brooks film which I've never seen called Silent Movie. I've got a feeling he was in that too, which is a joke. The whole film's a silent film. I think they got carried away with the fact Young Frankenstein was a hit and it's black and white. They thought, let's take it one further and do a silent film. Not sure how good it is. Never seen it. Never heard much about it. Though, as I say, this really is a kind of almost like a continuation of the Universal films. It's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Any bits you didn't like about it?
They really sort of overdid the monster being caged up sort of stuff. They kept like every so often they just cut to the monster in chains and then cut back to whatever Frederick and Inga were doing.
Yeah, that didn't bother me.
No,
I'd say
it's just they kept doing it. It's just like it cut back to angry villagers outside the window.
They hadn't forgotten the monster because sometimes that kind of happened in the originals. You kind of think, well, where's the monster? What's going on here? Yeah, I'm trying to find some other facts about it. Never mind.
I've got one.
Go on.
The bit at the start where he's getting really annoyed and he accidentally stabs himself in the leg.
Yeah,
that wasn't intended. He actually stabbed himself in the leg.
Seriously?
Yeah, and he just kept going.
Ah, wow. That's dedication to your art, really. Wow, that's amazing.
And the Aerosmith song is named after the cane gag with Igor saying "Walk this way."
Oh, is it really? Yeah. Wow. How about that? On IMDb, it's rated quite highly. I mean, Young Blazing Saddles rated at 7.8. Young Frankenstein's rated at 8.1.
Wow.
Which is fairly high praise for the IMDb anyway. 105,000 users have rated it, so it's pretty high. What would you give it out of 10?
I'd probably give it a 9.
I'm gonna go straight 10. Actually, I think it's probably one of the great comedies of all time. I mean, there's a few that I don't know. Sometimes this is definitely my favourite. Sometimes, Life of Brian or Monty Python and the Holy Grail slips slightly ahead of that. Possibly Spinal Tap and Aeroplane, for me anyway.
Yeah, I'm kind of similar. It sort of fluctuates which comedies I think are the best.
Yeah, but this is a fine comedy. It's very touching as well. There's bits where he kind of shows through love that he wants to try and look after the monster, which is a nice thing compared to the way the Universal.
It's usually just, I want to see it.
Yeah,
and that's
or
the only
they're just scared of it and want to deny it. But this one kind of worked quite well. And I like the little speech at the end the monster gives when his brain's been turned, and also the final gag, where you gave the monster your brain. What did you get from it? It's back to the Schwanstuckers.
And then the opera singing.
Yeah. I'm really pleased that Marty Feldman did appear in a film which really shows his talents, because he kind of gets forgotten a lot. I used to watch him on the TV and he was pretty fun then as well. And I've seen him in other films, but they're nowhere near as good as he is in this film. And also Terry Garr was really cute in this as Inga. She was really sort of cute and fun as well. Madeleine Kahn really knocked it out of the park too, but she appears in lots of Mel Brooks films. So she's Lily Von Trapp in Blazing Saddles. Very fun. Okay, I think we've rated this. We obviously recommend it. Rather pleased we got to this in our Universal series. So we got more films to watch for the Universal series. Believe it or not, even though we've got to 1974, there's more to come. Okay, bye from me.
Bye.
If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits? Different types who wear a day coat, pants with stripes, or cutaway coat, perfect fits. Dressed up like $1 million trooper, trying mighty hard to look like Gary Cooper. Come, let's mix where Rockefellers walk with sticks or umbrellas in their midst.